Sitting above the head position allows us to treat the traps, upper trap, levator, splenius cervicis, scalenes, and possibly SCMs, and just start to get them to soften a little bit before we start doing some of this range of motion where we're doing side flexion, extension, and so on. And then contract, relax for levator, which is head pointing away, forward flexion. So we have anterior scalenes. For that, coming into the anterior aspect of the transverse process and hooking back down into the mat is useful, either with fingertips or thumb. A lot can be done here in the sitting above the head position. You may alternately want to provide some ability to extend the head and neck. So one way to do that is to bring your feet underneath. Now I can actually let his head come back into some extension if I need to for the SCMs, if I want to treat into short on levator, splenius cervicis. For the serratus anterior, the fiber direction is going to go out from the scapula, so we can go cross fiber with the edge of the foot like this, right above the inferior angle. That's where you're likely to find a lot of tenderness. And then I can actually get behind into infraspinatus that way. So infra is going to be under some stretch because of the abduction here. So it's a nice treatment position. So what we're doing here is we're determining where does the scapula move easily and where might there be some restraint and halting. So as we come back, we're going to be lengthening pec minor. If we come to the side and down, we're lengthening those clavicular pec fibers. Going forward, all that has to shorten, and then the trapezius has to lengthen. So it's good to just monitor the tissues as you're moving the scapula. The scapula is stabilized by a lot of muscles, but some big muscles as well: trapezius, lat, serratus anterior, pecs even through the attachment to the humerus, pec minor directly at the coracoid process. That shortening activation there will halt the stretch of the pecs. The pecs tend to adaptively shorten and keep these kind of mid-length at all times, and then we try to change it, everything hurts. So if you brace your hand on your leg and use your thumb as sort of a fixed tool, you can bring those muscles short with compression. So it's a really excellent way to do it without strength. Now if my hand was off my leg, I'd be using all pec strength on my own body, and that really wouldn't be very good. So like that, or you can use fingertip pressure, even knuckles. This can be a good way. If you're having trouble with the high trap, you may want to come in and do some of this before some of the shortening moves. But it's a really nice thing to be able to add even a minute or two to shoulder treatment. We also have the ability to move the arm, so I would really want to support the arm, and that will allow me to treat that upper trap in a shortened position. Just be aware that you're stretching lat and teres and shortening